That's when I make a beeline for the tree line. That's when I make a beeline for the tree line.
What's up, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the New Station. I'm just fan the animation, including TV, movies, and SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea. I'm your host, Jackson Small. Welcome to today's episode review for SpongeBob Month Chapter 6, which are the episodes Penny Foolish, which is terrible, and the episode Nautical Novice, which is decent. You guys know how it works by now. Let's not waste any time. Dive right into Penny Foolish and get it over with so we never have to talk about it or mention it again. Sorry about the fast talking in the intro. I just wanted to get it out of the way as fast as possible so that we could get into the actual episodes of the day. So, for Penny Foolish, which I already said is terrible, and I'm going to explain why. And it's because this episode's pointless. 100% completely and entirely pointless. It is nothing but 11 minutes of Mr. Krabs obsessing over a penny. Dumb. They must have been either struggling to come up with ideas or being rushed out the door as fast as possible. Because there's no way that anyone would actually be okay with just that one thing for the entire episode. Now, it doesn't start off too bad. Like, you have Krabs at the grocery store, and you have a decent bit with coupons about how he tries to use coupons that are out of date. And that part's funny. But then he looks out the window, and he sees what he thinks is a penny, which SpongeBob picks up. And then, he goes out of the grocery store and starts obsessing over this penny. Now, you could do something funny with that. But not for the entire episode. Like, maybe half of the episode and then the other half do something different. Something that's actually interesting. But no, it's just this one thing for the entire episode. He builds a movie theater to try to get a penny, and SpongeBob does not have a penny, so he immediately tears it down. He tries to shake SpongeBob down for a penny at work, and it leads to another pointless scene of SpongeBob having to chase his brain that was rattled out of his skull. Then he breaks and enters into SpongeBob's house to find it, which leads to the crappy ending. But then right before that, we have a scene where he puts on this big charity event. Well, big as in only one person, because SpongeBob is the one that he thinks has his penny. And then he goes on a long-winded speech for 3 minutes about how much he needs a penny and how much it would benefit him. Like, dude. You are obsessing over the most stupid, minuscule thing in existence. A penny. A freaking penny. If you really wanted a penny that badly, here's what you actually do. You either take it off of SpongeBob's check, because you're a greedy a-hole, and I know that you'll do that with no hesitation. Or, here's another idea for you. Grab a penny out of the cash register out of work the following day. Literally 1,000 ways around it, Krabs, and you're just being stupid for the sake of being stupid, because apparently the writers didn't even try. Is there anything good in the episode? Well, there's one really good joke. There's one part where he starts hallucinating about the penny, like right before that. He's going on and on about this penny, and there's another boat next to them. And they show him going on and on about this penny with the dolphin noises from Sailor Mouth. Now, the first part isn't really funny. The setup's not that funny. Then it's the second one that gets me, where he's at the movie theater and he's advertising it to people. And once again, they're using the dolphin noise, and it has this one guy. This one guy's like, I don't know, let's go see what this fat guy's talking about. Like, it's not exactly that, but it's close. It's It's a funny little one-off thing because these two guys just walk in, are talking about something else, and then they're bored, and then they're like, okay, let's go see what this other guy Yappin's talking about. That got the one laugh out of me of the entire episode. But then we have the ending. And it pretty much completely ruins the entire episode. An episode that was already beyond saving, by the way. Because after Mr. Krabs is caught breaking and entering and trying to search Gary's shell for the damn penny, it turns out SpongeBob did not pick up the penny in the first place. He picked up what he thinks is a wad of gum. This is stupid already, because it was very clear in the opening part of SpongeBob doing weird routine. And you can clearly see that the color of what he picks up is bronze. But he holds up a wad of gum that is green. Yeah, animation error. Big one at that one. And then you get an even stupider reveal, that even after SpongeBob convinces Krabs that he no longer has a penny, he goes digging in the backyard, while SpongeBob realizes that the wad of gum is actually a $100 bill. And this adds nothing. This episode is just wasting time on one stupid joke that's not even funny. One stupid aspect that did not need to be 11 minutes. You could easily make this one of those Season 5 shorts if you really wanted to. But no, you stretch it out to 11 minutes and it's just painful filler. You want another excuse of painful filler? You know that scene where Krabs is watching SpongeBob pick up this penny? Well, while he's in the grocery store, not even a minute after, we see him flash back to what we just saw. This episode's lazy, boring, tedious, slow, pointless, and garbage. Final verdict is a 3 out of 10. Terrible episode. Absolutely just terrible, terrible episode. Now let's move on to the only good one we have to talk about today, and that's Nautical Novice. Screw this episode. Next. Okay. This episode isn't great, but compared to what we just had to review not even a minute ago, I consider this good. Now, it's not like the most amazing episode ever, no. It's at best decent, but I will take a decent episode over a stupid, pointless, garbage filler episode. So let's talk about Nautical Novice. In this episode, Mrs. Puff takes her class on a field trip to the boating museum. But SpongeBob, wanting to impress her so much that she'll give him his license, that I don't think that's how that works, but okay, we'll roll with it. SpongeBob does all this reading overnight of the history of boating. And then he uses this to teach the class. And Mrs. Puff gets so angry and agitated with him. But then there's the final part where SpongeBob sneaks up to the top of this ship museum, which is a ship in itself, and he starts commandeering the thing. And at first it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. Puff's up there and helps him realize that it's not a projection of a jellyfish coming across the screen, the boat's literally moving. So then it's up to SpongeBob to put all his knowledge to the test to stop Bikini Bottom from getting plowed from his mistake again. Not a bad setup for an episode, and I do think that the whole boating museum part is actually pretty cool. Yes, it is a little bit annoying that SpongeBob is being so condescending, but he's trying to show off and he's trying to impress Puff, which, I mean, I don't know why he thought that was going to work in the first place, but you do you, whatever. And then the final part of the episode is legit great. Like, I love the final part of the episode, excluding the ending. The ending is trash, but the rest of the ending, well, the rest of the final part of the episode is legitimately cool. And that is the highlight of the episode. It's the end. It's the final part where SpongeBob's commandeering the boat and he uses all his knowledge to try to stop this thing. And it is legitimately enthralling watching him do all this. Like, he has to manually unhook an anchor from the top of the boat. He shuts all the hatches, and of course he even knows the hearty laugh. Oh! I can't be the only one who thought of All Might hearing that, right? But yeah, it's funny, it's pretty cool, and it's just SpongeBob being really, really cool and confident, which is nice to see considering how much he's portrayed as a coward. But then you have the ending, which almost completely pisses it away, because the ending is where SpongeBob's about to get his license for all his hard work and saving Bikini Bottom from getting plowed. It turns out that the damn thing was not moving at all, and that it was this one guy moving the entire ship by himself in a tiny boat. Are you freaking kidding me? For one, he's nowhere in any of the shots previously during the scene. And it is such a cop-out to return the show to the status quo almost immediately, because one of Steven Hillenburg's golden rules is that SpongeBob's not allowed to get his license. I get that, but since you're not following continuity anyway, you can have a happy ending. I mean, you did it for Fairly OddParents, you did it for Rugrats, you did it for Rocco. What is stopping you from doing it for SpongeBob, Nickelodeon? Because you think that the show runs on one big continuity? No, it does not run on any kind of continuity, and you're just being an idiot. So, frustrating ending aside, this episode's decent. And, of course, the one scene on the bus that dragged forever. That scene was annoying. But, outside of that, the episode itself's decent. I do like the boat museum. It's a nice change of pace from your normal boating school episode, because it doesn't take place in the boating school. And it's SpongeBob actually using his knowledge in practice. Which, considering how many times he doesn't do that and just crashes the boat immediately, that is really refreshing. So, because of that, I am going to be nice to the episode, despite the stupid ending and despite some of the bad writing. Final verdict is a 6 out of 10 for the episode. It's a decent one, it's a decent watch, it's okay. Most people would say it's mediocre, and I will admit that the ending almost completely ruined it. But, as it is, the episode's okay. It's decent. It's good enough to be at least passable. Okay, that's all done. Now time for final thoughts and overall conclusion. No rankings, because only one of these episodes good, and I don't want to talk about that other one ever again. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. One episode's terrible, and one episode's decent. You know which one of each, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this almost every single day, and I'll see you next time for probably one of the weirdest episode reviews that you're going to see out of me, because next time we are reviewing both one of the best episodes of the season and one of the absolute worst. So, tomorrow you are getting literally the two polar opposites of my rating scale. So, I'll see you guys next time for the criminally underrated Not Normal, and the abysmal, infamous trash dumpster fire that is gone. See you then.
We cannot take it anymore.